Hello and welcome to Mountain Blade. It's been a long time since we last played this. It was about, I don't know, 6 months or so ago. But the last playthrough kind of got cut short by many reasons outside the playthrough zone control, and I felt it was time to come back and make a good shot at it. Actually give it its full worth, because this is a game which has a lot of depth that we didn't get to see last time, and I really want to go into that. So, first things first, we're going to make a character, and for the character we need a kind of idea. We need an idea of what we want to achieve in this campaign. And I was thinking, last time I seem to remember going around and getting peasants from everywhere. Like, we just went to each town, we got as many peasants as we could, and we just used them as cannon fodder. We just threw them against other people. This time, what I think we're going to do is we're going to stick to a smaller sized army, like 20 or less, maybe even 10 or less, and we're going to make these super really good soldiers. Then we're going to expand from that. We're going to start with a good foundation and expand like that way. And that'll be cool, and just trying to really focus on setting ourselves up as a really good mercenary force. We're also not going to fight in the same area. Last time we were fighting for the Westlands. This time I think we'll go somewhere else. Maybe Dorne, maybe Essos. Haven't really decided yet. Although you have to decide on Essos fairly quickly. So maybe we'll go down to Dorne or something. Try and do some stuff down there. Although they're not in the war at the start. We kind of want to go somewhere where there's a war. Maybe we'll start in Essos. We'll go to Essos. Anyway. It doesn't really matter. So first things first, we have to create a character. Let's have a look at what kind of characters we can create. So our father was, we have to choose one of these. What kind of makes sense? A man at arms makes a lot of sense for us. He was a person who was a mercenary. We have learned our trade from him. Kind of makes a little bit of sense there. We could go with that. Septum's not really what we're going for. Yeah, I think a man at arms makes a lot of sense. So we were born years ago. Father was a man at arms. He served Old Lord Went as a guardsman. A boring and predictable life. So yeah, we saw him as a guardsman, we learned fighting from him, but we want to use these skills and go out and get adventure and gold and honor and all that sort of good stuff. Early life as a novice, maybe? Does a novice fit? As a novice, became a novice in the local septry. Oh, no. Of course not. A courtier? Spent much of your life in the court of I don't think we're really that kind of... I'm looking for like... I guess a page kind of works. Yeah, okay. So, as a boy growing out of childhood, you were sent to serve at the court of the new Lord Went. There, your first lessons were in humility as you waited upon the knights and ladies of the household. But from their dice games, their gossip, and even the poetry of the great deeds and courtly love, you quickly began to learn about the adult world of conflict and competition. You learned from the rough games of the other children who battered at each other with sticks in an imitation of men-at-arms and knights. That's good. So later we became... What do we think here? A sellsword? It definitely seems like the way we're going, so a sellsword. As a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became a sellsword. You signed on with a sellsword company and travelled far from your home. The life you found was rough and ready, marching to the beat of strange drums and learning unusual ways of fighting. There were men who taught you how to wield any weapon you desired, and plenty of battles to hone your skills. You were one of the charmed few who survived through every campaign in which you marched. So, what's our reason for adventuring? Personal revenge? That could be cool. That could fit into something. But I think we're going for honor. We're sense of duty, maybe. Lust for money and power kind of fits a little bit. Maybe loss of a loved one. Let's go with that. So maybe yeah. Let's see what it says. But soon everything changed and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was the loss of a loved one. So, let's say it was our father. He died, and we decided we were going to leave the court. Nothing was tying us there, and we left our old life. Pretty much. Or maybe that kind of fitted in with us being a sellsword. Whatever. What made you take this decision was the loss of a loved one. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. All you can say is that you couldn't bear to stay, not with the memories of those you loved so close and so painful. Perhaps your new life will let you forget, or honor the name that you can no longer bear to speak. As a common man, you may face some difficulties establishing yourself as an equal amongst the great lords. We don't want to be an equal amongst the great lords. We want to be someone they hire to kill people. That's our main thing. So for this, we have some money. We got some money and we got some different kind of stuff there. Some extra stats. I think the next screen, if I remember right, gives us a lot more stats. Game saving policy. Yeah, let's go... I can't remember which one it was. Let's go realistic. Let us save. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you. We have a tutorial telling us we need to put our stats places. So what have we got? Strength gives us points and hit points. And the following skills to not be a third of strength. So Iron Flesh, Power Strike, Power Throw, Power Draw. I think last time we went agility and it didn't really work very well. We went kind of bow riding stuff, like horse archery. And that really didn't go so well. I think intelligence is something we want to go a bit higher on, and charisma definitely kind of fits a little bit, although charisma is really for having a much larger force, and we don't really need that. So let's maybe go strength and int a little bit. So probably that means we put our points into int right now. So it's a third, actually, so we can reset our changes. So if everything's done in thirds, we want to do this, ideally, to get the most. So that means that we get all of our abilities as high as we can on that first little strike, because everything will go to a third. So there's no point going to 10 because it's not going to go to... We're not going to get a 4th level right now. Okay, so we already have max we can Iron Flesh. This is health. That's really good. I think that's a really good start on that side. We only get 6 points. So what kind of things are we missing? Trade? Don't really need that. This one just kind of gives us a trade penalty reduction. This one increases the maximum number of troops you can command by 8. Now, I assume to have any troops, you must have to click this, right? So I think we should do 1 in leadership to allow us to have 8 people. That seems fair. Prisoner management. I think we need to put that up to 1 because I seem to remember that being one that we didn't have any prisoners. We couldn't capture anyone in battle, so we had some issues. Persuasion. I'm not really that bothered right now. Engineer, siege equipment. Again, this is a later thing. We don't have a fief. We don't have anything to construct. Well, we'll leave that. First aid, so we gain 5% per skill level of hit points lost during a mission. That seems pretty good. It is a party skill, so it does mean if our party members had it, it would be there, but it seems like something we should take a point in, just so we have some healing. Okay, gives a 4% chance that mortally struck party member will be wounded rather than killed. It's not that amazing for us right now, we'll leave it. Wound treatment. So party healing speed is increased 20% per level of this skill. Seems like we should have a point in it. Inventory management. Doesn't seem 100% necessary, but again, seems like we should have a point in it. We don't have a lot of points to spend, but we did already have a lot in Iron Flesh, which kind of filled out that. Don't really care about map speed right now, because we're not going to be traveling far, we're going to be sticking to smaller areas. Increases battle advantage, not going to be that useful for us. Tracks become more informative. Yeah, a lot of these aren't amazing. Okay, every day the hero of the skill adds some experience to other party members whose level is lower than his or hers. That's going to be something we take later as well, once we're a little bit stronger. Forager allows us to forage for 5 food per skill level when we camp, siege, or raid, and increase foraging range. Could be useful, yeah. Definitely getting extra food would be useful. Riding is something I think we should take, because we don't get riding without it, but I think we maybe leave that a little bit till we actually have a horse. Athletics is probably pretty useful. Shield would probably be pretty useful. Power Strike I think is fine right now. I kind of want to do foraging. Yeah, but we can buy... Food's not that expensive. Let's go maybe shield. Allow us to actually hold a shield. That seems useful. Seems very, very useful. Here, do we want to go one-handed or two-handed? I think the sensible answer is to go one-handed because they're more common and they're probably better. Like, it's probably a better concept to go shield and not one-handed to survive. So we'll go with that. We'll go all into one-handed weapons. We may go archery later or crossbows later, depending. But I haven't really decided yet. Cool. We done? Oh, we need to enter our name. Let's think of a good name. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of names. How about we just call ourselves Edward? And that's the kind of name that you have in this world. That'll work. And we'll go done. Cool. Yes. Now let's decide what we're going to look like. I say we just randomize until we find one we like. Oh, that is a fancy looking mustache. I think we stick with him. Yeah, this seems good. Done. You join a merchant and his family traveling towards Storm's End. Green shoots of wheat, barley, and oats are all across the dark soil of the rolling hills, and on the lower slopes of the snow-capped mountains, herds of cattle, aurochs, and sheep are grazing on the summer grass. Occasionally, too, you catch sight of one of the great war horses that are the pride of the nobility. The land out here is rich, but also troubled, as the occasional burnt-out farm bears witness, a testament to the chaos the Tyrol host caused when it marched through 16 years earlier. You keep a wide berth of the forests where desperate men have taken refuge. While passing by the burned ruins of Summerhall, the merchant declares that he has changed his mind, wanting to take his wares to Weeping Town instead, having heard of Lyseni galleys docking at the nearby harbour. Following a long trek through the Rainwood, you finally see the Weeping Town in the distance. You're exhausted by the time you find the inn, where you quickly stash your belongings and go in search of a decent tavern where you can have a well-deserved dinner. According to an old blind man sitting in a corner between two buildings and drinking a mug of stale ale, a kraken has been seen off the coast of Dorne, and a 5-headed calf has been born, killing its mother in the process, surely an omen to be taken seriously. Dismissing the old fool as crazy, you continue towards the tavern. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs on your neck on end, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. Alright, looks like we're gonna have a fight. And there we go. Now, here's the tough bit. Can I remember the buttons? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's enough buttons for us right now. Right, come on. Just block him. I don't think his blade was in a scabbard. Just gonna stay there. Oh, good, we got a hit in there. Back off. Got another one. His leg's a little bit weakened. Go in. Another one on his chest. Block this one, and we got him. Oh, we don't. He blocked. Okay, step back. Get him. Ooh, we're not taking any damage, which is nice. Just play nice and conservatively here. Right, going for the arm that's weak. If we can get to it. Got another hit on him. Just wait for him to swipe in. Get our hits in. And he's down. We have killed the bandit. Fantastic. Oh, is this our merchant friend? Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. There's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although the father knows he won't be the last. Anyway, let's talk more inside. There's a chill to there I'd rather be without. Alright. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, looking at the dawn, and then suddenly comes near you to speak. Okay. Hello? Oh, that's not it. Happen? There we go. Now, let me explain my proposition. You seem a little disorientated. I do not know who you are or where you're from, and to tell the truth, I do not care. I'm just a simple merchant, and if I've learned anything, it's that the merchants are the first to suffer in hard times. So, I am planning to travel to another country. Peaceful and rainless, I hope. I've heard that in the free cities, gold flows from watery fountains, so maybe I'll try my fortune in Pentos, or Phalantus. Anyway, I advise you, before I leave, to do the same and seek your own fortune in other lands. War is sure to engulf the Seven Kingdoms, now that the hand has been executed, and the people will be nothing more than war fodder. Poverty feeds on the weak, and the strong men abuse the sword in the lands to impose their power and control over the humble ones. In order to trade, we must pay heavy taxes in each city, sort out bandits and pirates, and pray that the local lord, ignorant and lazy, does not decide to get half of our merchandise to fund his next feast or buy a new horse for his son. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Take my advice and go across the narrow sea until a new king has been crowned and anointed by the High Septim. Law and unity will remain a vulture's feasting table. So I say, seek your destiny elsewhere. Let's go to Essos. There we go. We don't actually get the choice. I guess we're staying here. So, sorry, Osbert. I guess we're staying. I guess we should press tab and leave. I thought we had a choice there. I seem to have misremembered. Oh yeah, this map is the wrong way around. There we go. That's much better. So we're in Weeping Town. Where do we want to go next? We've pretty much got the whole world open to us. We could go over to Essos if we wanted to. Like, we can just travel straight there. But we were told to stay here. So we'll stay here. Let's go to Weeping Town. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't mean to go to the castle, but that seemed to work. It's a workout for me. Right. Is there one to go in first person? I can't remember that button. We'll look it up in between episodes. Right. Septum, hello. Ah, well, not going to speak to him. Hello there. Do I know you? Well, I'm Edward. I'm Lord Gullion Swan, a vassal of the Stormlands and Lord of the Weeping Town, Stonehelm. Well, you look a good enough sort. What is it? Do you have any tasks for me? I'd send a letter to Lord Boris Cafferin, which should currently be in Fawntown. If you'll be heading towards there, would you deliver it to him? The letter needs to be in his hands in 30 days. Sure. I'll go there. I will pass by Fawnton and it'll be no trouble. I appreciate it, Edward. Here's a letter and a small sum to cover your travel expenses. Give my regards to Lord Boris Cafferin when you see him. Alright then. We have our first quest. Oop, that's not for... So not a run button? Nah, I think we just kind of jog everywhere, don't we? Oh yeah, it's tab to leave. Where do we want to go now? We could go to the tavern, but we don't really have any money. I say we leave. Yeah, we just kind of... We could go to the tavern and see who's around, I suppose. Let's go around. Let's see who's around. Right, who do we got? We got Biliquo Mentarios. Okay. Hello. Yes, what you want? You look like a soldier. What are you doing all alone? What every soldier does alone. I'm looking for employment. I've served as a palace guard for the Archon of Tyrosh, and lately I've fought in the disputed lands as a member of the Brave Companions. I'm a master of the spear and short sword, and in the Brave Companions I served as a regimental officer until the madman Vargo Hot took over. There's an unpleasant and vile man if I ever saw one. I could use a good soldier. Splendid. I assure you, your enemies will tremble when I travel with you. My sturdy spear shall bring us many victories. Well, yes, my enemies will fear, obviously. I pledge my sword to you, my lord. Before we leave, may I ask you pay me the customary 1,500 silver coins for my service that you have? Well, I don't have that. So, yeah, we'll leave him alone for just now. I don't think we can really afford anything. Hey, here's Osbert. And we have to say that we decided to stay here. Oh well. It'll be a little bit awkward if we ever decide to go over to Pentos or to Tyrosh. Right, let's see if the landlady has anything to say. Landlady? Probably not the right term. Bar owner? Anyway, good day, dear friend. Can I help you? Have you heard of anyone in the realm who might have a job for a man like myself? Well, King Renly Baratheon is often looking for sellswords to fight in his wars. Of course, the land is currently at peace, so you may have better luck in other realms. Let me think of some more. And there might be other work, of course. Lords and guildmasters often have tasks which we don't hear about. Also, the villages around here frequently need help, although they'd be more likely to pay you for a wedge of cheese and goodwill than with cold hard coins. I'll keep my ears open for other opportunities. You may want to speak to ask again from time to time. Yeah, whatever. It's still not run. No matter how many times I press that, it's not going to be run. Yeah, we just want to leave here. We could go to the arena. I don't think it's quite time. Guildmaster might have a quest for us. Let's go meet the Guildmaster. See what he's up to. Hello, stranger. You seem to be new to the Weeping Town. I'm the Guildmaster of the town. Do you have a job for me? Actually, I was looking for a reliable man who can undertake an important mission. A group of bandits have kidnapped the daughter of a friend of mine and are holding her for ransom. My friend is ready to pay them, but we still need someone to take the money to those rascals and bring the girl back to safety. The amount the bandits asked to ransom is 780 coins. I'll give you that money once you accept to take the quest. You have 15 days to take the money to the bandits who will be waiting near the village of Coldmire. Those bastards said that they are going to kill the poor girl if they don't get the money back in time. You'll get your pay of 190 coins when you bring the girl safely back here. We don't really have the men for this, so I'm going to say we can't do that right now. But that's fair. I think we need a little bit more men than just ourselves. We'll just get robbed if we did that. So, we've been told he wants us to go to Fawntown. Where is Fawntown? How do I move the map? Both important... There we go. Fawntown. Now, there is a way of searching, I seem to remember. Which we might want to do. Is Fawntown in here somewhere? Fawntown. You know what? If it's not around... Oh, there it is. So it's right there. Let's head like this. So over to Slane, and then kind of up here to Fawntown. That works. So we go Slane, Stonehelm, Pennyfield, Broad Arch, Penmouth, Fawnton. That works. Right, let's head along there. There we go. What was it to speed it up? Like tab or space? Space is not speed it up. Unless I've gone horribly wrong there. Tab. Yeah, somebody will tell me, I'm sure. Or I'll look it up. One or the other. So we do need to recruit some peasants. So here is a somewhat poor and struggling village. Let's recruit peasants. 3 people would like us to join. We'll pay them. How much money do we have? That's probably worth checking before we go and hire anyone else. We have 100 coins. So we've just hired 3 people. Okay. We do have a chainmail hat, which we're not wearing because we don't have enough strength. And we have a heavy jerkin we're not wearing because we don't have enough strength. What we could do is we can go into our party here. We look at our levy, and can we change their inventory? I don't think we can, no. We could talk to them. And then let me see your equipment. There we go. So we could give this to them, so that could allow them to use it, I suppose. So if I put this in here, maybe they'll use it. Can I take their gloves? I mean, I don't have any gloves, so we'll steal their gloves for just now. They have a hat I can wear as well. Nice. We don't really need our rusty glaive, so we'll give that to them. There we go. Actually, I'm going to take the other hat because it looks a little bit nicer. Although this one doesn't. This one has more head armor, so yeah, stat-wise, I should take that one. Shield. I think we'll keep our shield. Right. Return. Yeah, that's satisfactory indeed. Let's move. Done, and we'll head up to Stonehelm. See if anyone has a quest for us here. Okay. In Stonehelm, we'll approach the gates and hail the guard. We'll quest entry to the castle. And we'll see if anyone's there. We'll go to the Lord's Hall. And let's see if anyone is here. Looks like nobody's here, so it's probably the perfect time to end the episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.